tires, cold in my bones. The road keeps breaking, the road keeps groaning. I load up the chain, I check every bolt. You say turn back now, I say hold that thought. Hear that engine cry, hear that engine pray. I know the way through the frozen grave. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Through the muck and the ice, we don't quit, we go on. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. If the ground gets mean, I get meaner, amigo. Bridge half buried, the river running black. I take the slow line, never looking back. One wheel sunk deep, one wheel still free. I laugh at the hill, it can't laugh at me. Hear that engine cry, hear that engine pray. I know the way through the frozen grave. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Through the muck and the ice, we don't quit, we
Once again, I said a nice prayer. I'm so sorry, guys. Of course, I left it muted again. I don't know why I do that. Forgetful. You know, old age. We'll call it old age. So as I was saying, we're going to continue on. We're going to start work on these cabins. Now, I'm not going to do here what I was doing in my multiplayer one. I'm not going to pick the cabins up with the small 3-slot trailer. That will work for the regular cabins, but it will not work for the oversize. We need to have a wide flatbed trailer for the oversize, for the big cabins. So we are going to go get us one, and we are going to find a high saddle truck to pull it with. Which I don't know if I have. Oh, hold it. I do have one in here somewhere with a high saddle. Where is the Kenny? Kenny C has a high. Does he have a high saddle? I don't know. No, he has a low saddle. But he probably should have a high saddle. So, let's go find a place to drop this trailer off. A place semi-useful. Looks like I'm going to have to come all the way back down this way around with it. And we'll ditch this trailer up here at the precast plant. And then we'll take this guy back and reset him for a high saddle. Yep. See, it's my bad habit that I have. Streamlabs wanted to tell everybody all about hydrating and all about thanks for supporting my channel, which thank you for supporting my channel, guys. Much appreciated. But it should have started out. Maybe I need to rearrange that with the have you remembered to unmute your microphone message. So maybe I need to adjust my timers so that that will be the first thing to come out. And you may have noticed a slight change in the membership badges. I got the first 3 badges done from Just Kristen, set into the system along with 2 new emojis. I don't have enough slots for all the ones that she did yet, but as I get the slots, I will add the emojis in. I guess it's kind of cool to have extras, more emojis than you have slots, because you can change them out. And Tuesday, today, 2 days away from Halo. Yes, this Thursday will not be a Snowrunner day. I've been waiting for them to redo Halo for a long time. Just trying these ones you haven't used. Excellent. Watching back MJ's stream from, what was it, yesterday's stream. I was watching that earlier today because, well, our internet at work wouldn't let me watch today's stream, so I watched that after I got home. Anything that is still live or processing, our internet won't allow me to watch up in the break room. And well, I don't have a lot of free time to sit and watch it at my desk, but I was laughing because MJ was talking about, you know, having hit the 1K and everything, and how he says, YouTube started asking me a bunch of questions. I just said yes to everything. I was like, that's too funny. All right. And now we're going to recover this guy back so we can change the saddle out. And Sam is going cuckoo down here. So I'm going to try to let him outside again and see how long that lasts. I'll be right back. Come on. Because I know you didn't eat enough. Doesn't matter what time. First trip outdoors. Okay, I'm back. Saddle time. Oh, there it is. Have you remembered to unmute your mic? I have now, Streamlabs. Thanks. I gotta rearrange your order of questions. Timing for questions. I have to remember to rearrange that. Streamlabs does work very hard at trying to keep me in line. Must be starting to get dark out. Shadows are getting long. Sun's still above the trees. So that's good. trip back. Now you can collect these cabins from the port, or you can snag them from the other spots up here in Sierra Fuerte, which is what I'm doing. Won't be here live for Halo Family Gathering Thursday? Okay, that's fine, Bobby. Gotta hang with the family. It's important. I think you've got a few vacation days built up. Okay, trailer. Off-road heavy-duty lowboy 4-slot. See, I could use that one because it's a 4-slotter. And pull an 8-slot trailer around? That'd be fun. Oh, you know what? This truck will work great, but it needs a crane, which means getting rid of the extra fuel tank. So we're going to have to, I'll find my trailer I'm going to use, and then it's going to have to go back and get the, fuel tank taken off and a thingamabob crane put on there. Hey, Travis, welcome in. Except I think it has to be one of the wide ones. I don't think I can get away with the regular. So just the regular heavy-duty lowboy is only 3, and it's kind of narrow. But let's go back in here. That's a little bit wider and a 4-slot. I think we can use that one, but we're going to have to detach it for right now. We're going to be able to get back. Ooh, I don't know if I can get back. Well, if I got the crane on here, I'll be able to get under it, so we're not going to worry about that. All right, let's go back and swap the fuel tank out for the crane. Add-ons. Ooh. See, if I went with that crane, I could have both of them. It just takes the other thing off. That one puts the sleeper unit on. What if I take the sleeper off And then... no, see, it's still... So we're going to put sleeper back on, because... Yeah. Because the sleeper has parts in it. Still playing in the mod map. Nice. Okay. Time of day we looking at. 6 a.m. Now we can go pick our trailer up again. And then head through. Disturb the peaceful moment. You're at 11%. Nice. Well, Remo had a lot of contracts in there. So to be at 11% already, that's doing pretty good. I'm fairly certain that my percentage last night did not get very high because really all I did was the exploration. I didn't do any tasks or contracts. Opened all the maps. Good, good, good. It's easier to find your way around that way. I mean, I just kind of drove straight through the second map, so after I'm done opening up the third one, I'll have to go back and open the second one. That will be in 2 weeks. Away we go. I don't know if I squeak between these, between the trailer and the Kiki more or not. Tight squeeze. Too far. Restore crane. All right, let's go. Up we go. Liking it so far? Good, good. Well, maybe next time around, maybe you'll be able to get it to be able to load up in there with it. Now, quick question: did you download the region or just the? Yeah, you gotta have the region because you said you got all 3 maps, right? I was going to say maybe that was the problem, but no, you've definitely got the region if you got all 3 maps. What was it? Right then left. But maybe you'll be able to load in next time around without any issues. Sometimes it's just a funky internet connection that'll do it. Whichever Snowrunner server we grab or something along those lines. Hey, have you remembered to unmute your mic? Yes, Streamlabs. Thanks for asking. See, now the regular cabins can go on the other low boys. They just, and they can even go in the 5-slot trailers and stuff. They just, the big ones can't. All right. Central Workers Camp, which is actually at the fuel station. Yes, I did these 2, so I'm on these 2. Ain't I? Steve, good evening. Off to bed. Been a long day, but enjoyable. Yeah, I seen the pictures you posted earlier. I'd say it was well worth the early evening last night. Okay, so we need to not have that going. We're going to head here, cross the water, and then we got to go up here. VTech, welcome in. Just Kristen, hello there. Fuel. I'd say, no, this is still the regular map. This is my solo playthrough. So my solo playthrough, I do use some of the mods. It all depends on what the type of mission is. Different, yes, it's a different VTech. It's crazy because we have VTech boys and then we have VTech Smiths. Kenny's nice choice, yes. This is one of the things I like about Kenny is I don't have to go around this. Give it a little wheel wiggle here, you can climb right up over top of it. I think my trailer's caught though. There we go. Had to get the trailer off the... Come on, Kenny. Done this like 6 or 7 different times now. So don't start messing around. Kenny don't like dragging this trailer up over it, that's for sure. Yeah, hard to tell how that's like the one that I made that is the little teeny tiny shield. I might send you the image of it and see if you can get it any better because I think I used ChatGPT and it was the best it could do. Looks like a shield, but it came out really tiny. It's, let's see. It would be that one right there. It came out really tiny, so obviously it's not quite right. Somehow those free AI apps that do that, they never seem to follow your instructions word for word. Then they'll keep asking you, is this the way you want this? Yeah, that's what I told you to do. Of course, the only two I've used is ChatGPT and Copilot. need it 40 pixels by 40 pixels. Yeah, actually, ChatGPT actually had recommended, because I said for YouTube, and they said, oh, so do you want the standard YouTube 40 by 40 pixels? I said yes. And that's what I got, was itty bitty. I don't know. AI never listens. As bad as the guys at work. Rough rocks. They're saying, Dad, did you forget about me? I'm still out here. I'll let him in when I get up here to the cabin pickup site. Well, you can't go straight over. That would have been too easy, huh? See, then we're going to need to bring that guy up for the other cabin, for the first cabin, actually. Because this one's just going to be for the oversized. Or extended cabins, I think they're calling them. Oh. But again, I will let Sam in once I get the Kenny up there. Need to go to bed? See ya? Alright, VTech. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good night, man. Look at that. Perfect fit. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, let's go down here and get the Zestros. Get them turned around and go pick up the normal cabins. No, fuel's a little on the low side, but we got a roof rack and we're delivering to the fuel stations. We should be good. Time to go. Have you remembered to unmute your mic? Yes, I have. That's correct. Let's see now. See if I can get across the water here. That'll shorten the trip up pretty good. So we're going to take a look. The only way to know is if we actually look for it, right? Gotta get a little bit deeper right here. Holding like the pump. Which way is my road up? Either direction, really. I think it's easier to go to the left. Trailer is not getting on the bridge. Made it across. amazing how many people, what I want to call them, they're kind of almost like the termites in the woodwork, you know. They come crawling out when they see a YouTube channel growing. They suddenly want to come out and start telling you how much they can help you grow when you're growing just fine on your own, because they're hoping to get a piece of the pie when you get to that level of actually making some money. Alright, this is the part of the road that doesn't seem to like me at all. Not in single player or in multiplayer. It's always trying to kill me. Hence the reason there's a truck parked over there by itself, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. Climb, little Mercedes, climb. Jeez, oh Pete's. Nothing? You're just not gonna do it, huh? I have to dip into my roof rack too. You're not gonna reach that. Or you will, and I just can't see the marker. Nope, nothing. And refuel. Probably what it was. The trailer itself was catching on something. Awful long trailer. Awful small wheels. Not as small as the wheels on the new lowboys. Today, Sam decided was a softball day. That was the toy he chose to bring out of his bedroom today. It's just funny how he goes through different phases of what toy he wants to play with. Oh, come on. Picked on my poor truck, took a tire out. I'll have a spare. It was just totally uncalled for. Unpack. Screen mode. Spin it around the other way. So you want the door on the sidewalk, so it's only appropriate. I mean, it probably would have spun it around anyhow. Stage complete. Now we need the extended crew cabin. Fortunately, we have it loaded up. So, let's back to Kenny C. Where was that crossing point? Cross. Up in here somewhere. Came down. All right, let's roll. Hit it almost exact. Dangerous water level. I didn't even get that with the Zestral. Apparently those air intakes do not sit nearly as high as these snorkel Zestrals. Brakes on this guy. Terrible. Terrible. That 6-slot trailer that I'm attached to has spare tires on it or not. Come on. Come on, Kenny. Drag that thing over that rock. Little rock. Little enough it could be from Arkansas. If I have another trailer anywhere near the other pickup site, I might put the Zestros on this trailer to drive over there. Then I can just drive up to wherever that other trailer would be with it, instead of dragging the trailer clear across the map. I'm having one of my moments. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm pretty sure you can't go up this way, just because of those steps in the rocks. But going down, I mean, yeah, that worked. Okay, we want to that detach just so that I can reposition a little bit here. Oops. Not my fault the brakes are terrible on this thing. Alright, let's break daylight around first. 6 a.m. There we go. Not that button. Get out of there. There. That's where we need to be. Which side's the door? That side? Okay. Please move vehicles out of the construction area. Which one's in it? The trailer. It's the trailer. Of course. Just barely. Cabins for the second shift. He really helped us out. The camp is properly set up, the cabins are in place, and the working conditions are good. We can continue the construction stress-free. Thank you for your help. We paid you as was outlined in the contract. 1,810 XP, 14,950 cash. We're not done with cabins yet. We got 2 more to do. They are not under this group, so it must have been in here. Cabins for the first shift. Start tracking. And so those ones pick up over here. If I got a trailer or a truck that has a 2-slot bed in it would work. Kiki more, because then I don't need a trailer, so we can load that in the Kiki more, so we only have to drive 1 truck all the way over there. All right, so we can get back in Kenny. That's way too big of a drop. Way too big of a drop. No, yeah, I could have used a 605, but I still would have had to go get a trailer. Because the 605 had the high saddle. And still would have had to go all the way back. And then the 605, even with a high saddle, is not that high. Nor does it have a crane. Of course, then again, duh, I got an Avon horn with a 6-slot right there. You know what? I think I'm going to take the Avon horn in the 6-slot. Because I can get both cabins in one shot. Nope, can't get to that one from there, so... will need to snag some fuel. Which is okay, because Kenny's got lots of fuel. I may even have some of that even horn that I can grab. Oh yeah, the universal compartment's full. There we go. Alright, so we're picking these ones up. Where? Over here. So we want to come around the usual top route and head down that way. Alright. Hydrate and let's roll. If you need a bio break, you better do so now. Too late. Truck's rolling. This is an awful big truck and trailer to drag all the way around here. Basically, not counting the fuel in the trailer, I'm toting an extra 500 liters of fuel. So. I mean, I could have avoided the struggle and just put this trailer on the back of the Kenny. But you don't want to use the OP mods for everything. Where's the fun? But on the co-op playthrough, Region Reversal, we are getting really close to having season 18 finished. And then we'll be moving back to the Don. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, now slid over. Far enough over the truck. It's not going to back up into it properly. Well, come on. How in the world did the back of that end up dragging the back of the truck over? Make me winch my way around through there. Sheesh. We were doing so good. Had to laugh the other day. I was talking with one of the secretaries at work about Doctor Who. And her sister, who is the other office girl, walked in mid-conversation and immediately goes, "Who are we talking about?" And I just looked at her and said, "Exactly." She's like, "Huh?" I said, "The doctor. The Doctor Who." I said, "Exactly." She didn't get it. 5 minutes I'm messing with her about Doctor Who and she did not get it. It was like an Abbott and Costello Who's on First skit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think these are a lot closer than dragging these cabins all the way from the port. And coming from the port's not really going to be any easier. So, yeah. We will just pick them up like this. Wrong button. Cargo management. Wrong button. And now, get the cabinets out of the way. See about shifting things to the other side to make the turn a little better, but run that wheelbarrow right over. It's okay, they're pretty durable. Somebody thinks my feet are in his way again. So you gotta take care of the second shift workers first anyhow, so they can get some shut-eye while the first shift guys are out working. Then you bring the first shift cabins in, so when they get off work, they got some place to go get their shut-eye. Richard Carper, how's my day going? And did I flip my truck yet? No, I did not flip my truck yet, and the day has been going just fine today. It was actually a fairly relaxing day at work today. Of course, my favorite little Italian, and I use the word favorite facetiously, is supposed to be back on Friday to start giving me headaches again. Well, he's not coming back to give me headaches. He just will give me headaches. I suppose I should be all right as long as I understand this is what's going to happen, right? course I caught something. That one rock right there, every time. Doesn't matter what you come through here with. It just sticks out just high enough on the one side. You want to talk about my boss? No, not my boss. My boss is a good guy. It's the little Italian guy that he lets run around there. It's kind of a charity case. Boss has paid for the dude to have a condo to stay in and provided him with a vehicle and pretty much covers all his bills. And the dude has zero respect for any of it. Just expects it's supposed to be that way. It's part of that whole entitlement crowd. He's old enough to know that he shouldn't be entitled, or even feel like he's entitled, but he still believes that he's entitled. The dude's 2 years older than I am, you know, so he's definitely of the generation where he should have been working for everything he ever earned his entire life. I'm sure his parents taught him that. Come on. Drag that trailer up that hill. Alright, let's see. There's probably nothing I'm going to be able to latch on to drag the back of the trailer over a little bit, is there? Nope. Of course not. Looks like we're taking it the long way around. Sam started to get in that mood of, I just want attention, so I'm going to be a pest. He goes through moods like that. Fairly certain that he is at what would be the equivalent of a preteen for dogs. What world are you hung up on now? You go there. There. Sheesh. I knew this big old long trailer was going to be a headache. Climb, little Lavenhorn, climb. You still got quite a bit of work to put in because you're not going to make it up the shortcut up that hill, so you got to go all the way around the switchbacks. Now, granted, this would have been a lot easier pulling this thing with Kenny C, but again, where's the fun in doing everything with the OP mods? Well, we're getting close. There's the area where I was looking at, thinking about coming down. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. It will not happen, cat. Oof. I was surprised I was able to jump straight into a high range right there. I'm not going to try to force that take of a turn. Be annoying to be this close to it and lose the cabins off of here. Come on. Come on. Get her in gear. Silly puppy dog. Silly puppy dog. just mad because I come home and I played with him for like an hour and a half. Takes me forever to eat my dinner when I'm playing with him, but we do it anyhow. Then I started streaming, and now I'm not playing with him right now, so he's mad. Let's see, we're all along back behind everything, just like we came out. Much easier to line up for unloading. Burned up almost 400 liters of fuel though. Backup thanks to it. All right, I'll be right back and we'll let Sam back out. Okay. And crane mode. Wrong button. I mean, right button, but it doesn't work so well when you're not in crane mode. watch it'll tell me that trailer's in the way. It shouldn't, because it's not even on the sidewalks. And 2 cabins for the first shift. This is a great start. First shift can settle in. A job well done. Here's your payment. There is more. We need accommodations for the second shift as well. Already taken care of, boss. 1,720 XP, 13,350 cash. Snowrunner ducats. Okay. What do we got left in here? See, single player mode, we got a lot to do. Where the grass is green is still here, but we can't get water from over here. It's got to come from the other map. And that's there. The generator is already delivered, that's right. So that is just getting some water, which gets us some fertilizer. So, suppose I can bring a truck out for some water. Get this trailer up here, both of these trailers, out of the road. I mean, we just dropped those ones off. It seems like that built up pretty good over there, too, didn't it? I don't think that was quite so full before. Maybe it was. Maybe it's just my imagination. All right, so we need a water truck. We'll go here. We will jump in this guy and rearrange him. Let's see, now he's barking like he wants to come back in already. Nope. He's going to stay his happy butt out there for a while. And customize frame add-ons. Ooh, do I not get water with this guy? I don't know. He might not take water. Attach a fuel carrier. But I'm not seeing water. No fire tank. Okay. We're still gonna remove the logging stuff from them. We'll find something else to do with them. Water, water, water. Water, water everywhere. Do I have any other? Hang on. Let's see what I got that might be a good water truck. I don't have a whole lot. See, I really don't have a lot of mod trucks. Does this guy take water? Let's find out. Didn't I just buy it? No, apparently I did not. What in the world did I hit besides apparently the wrong button? Purchase and deploy. No, no water. He will do 3 slot cargo beds and the bridge. Couple of flatbeds. Okay, well, retain that guy and we will sell that guy. 92 grand we don't need to waste. What about either of these? Do either of these take it? Hold on. Wait. We can go preview. Instead of buying it and then finding out it don't hold it. No. No water for this guy. Preview this guy. Fuel tanker. Nope, but no water. Okay, so we'll turn the mods off. We want... I don't have a dairy... Yeah, I got a dairy special. Where's my dairy special at? Good question. Where is my dairy special? Not on this map. Global map. Huh. Interesting. Where in the world? Fine, we'll buy another one. Not like I'm broke. Purchase and deploy. Customize. Engine. Gotta put the big one on there. Advanced special. Suspension. Active. We'll leave the dairy tires on there. Advanced heavy. Diff lock is engageable. Snorkel. Frame add-ons. Fire tank. Roof rack. And nothing else. Top. Kind of like that one. Blackout. Hey, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Don't need none of that. There we go. What region? We are in season 18. And it is 6 a.m. Chiapas, Mexico. Oh, hold on. Where do I get my water at? Help to go to the right spot to get my water. We're not doing that one. We are doing that one. Okay, water is up there. Hate when people call you Blackout Hall. More content coming this weekend, huh? Any requests? Nothing specific on my end. Myself, starting Thursday, I'm not sure exactly where all I'll fit it into the schedule at, but I will be playing a little Halo. RXY, hello there. Finally got the machine, but now I need 4.7 mil. Okay, we need to raise the suspension. I have to grind again. Yeah. Sometimes that's what it is. It's a grind. Typical kid. Give him what he asked for, he still ain't happy. Dad, I want out. I want back in. Dad, I want out. I want back in. Nope. We'll stay outside now. water tower. 2,600 liters we need. And this only holds 22. So I need a trailer. Do I have someone over at the trailer store that can bring me a trailer over here? Close enough. Nothing like having a fuel truck that's almost out of fuel. I know there's a water trailer on the other map, but that's on the other map, and there's no place to pick water up over there, so. Hence the small problem. I mean, even a heavy water carrier is only 3,700 liters. Turn. Let me look and see what's going to be the fastest way to get this trailer over there. Almost think it might be quicker if I came up and around the top. I will take the road. We'll come around down below. Now I'm just kind of thinking in terms of what truck I'm driving and the terrain. The fact that this trailer is like twice the size of a truck. So RXY, I have to ask, which machine in which game are we talking? shame I gotta drag this trailer over there. All for a lousy 400 liters of fuel or water. This one, I think I'm going to keep the Jiangsu here up on the road itself most of the way, instead of going through the swamp. Because he's a little guy. That's a big boat anchor behind him. Still got to drive across this. And look. Haha, you see the gators in the water over there? We'll go for a closer look after I drop the trailer off up here. See if we get a little bit better look at these gators. Oh, them big boys. Six of them. Would have been nice if they could have gave, oh, 7, 8, maybe 9. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up on the edge there. 3 in the water. 2 over there. So yeah, we're at 11. They got 11 of them. But you know, if they were able to give them a little animation like they did with the horses, that would have been cool. Like see that tail swishing back and forth or something. Okay. Now, coming out of here. Thinking here. To here. And we got to come around. over to here. Think I can stay along the beach. Up to here. Where we then make our way to the gateway. All right, here we go. Jiangsu did pretty good pulling that trailer. Granted, it was empty. Gotta go down. Is this my turn off? How did I not have that marked? Well, I need to move some of these then. I don't think I can get through them ones. I think I actually have to come this way around. Now we gotta back this thing up. A little bit of brute force in there, but you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. There we go. Yeah, of course, I had a feeling it was going to kick me out of there. I wonder if he's getting mad at me yet. He keeps hollering. I know he doesn't like it when I leave him out there when he gets in that in and out mood. But he's got to figure out that I'm not going to do in and out. Only thing puppy dogs learn if you move every time they say jump is that you're going to move every time they say jump. the boss is. Much as I love the little guy, I ain't him. Oh, that's back up there. Maybe we can get away with it? Got away with it. This is where we'll find out for sure if I can go all the way down the detour. I just don't want to cross the water, go over, and have to cross back. That's just a lot of zigzagging back and forth. Unnecessary. And well, I wouldn't be me if I didn't try things that could possibly get me stuck with something. But I'd say we're good. Look, there's even tire tracks. If there's tire tracks, it's gotta be right. It wouldn't mislead us. More than doable. I think I'm still going to be just stuck in high range the whole time because we're not going to get anywhere. It's just going to keep downshifting if I leave it auto. There goes the bit rate. Well, looks like it's starting to climb back up again. It caught me looking. I swear the dairy special was faster than this. All right. Off to Sierra Fuerte. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get up here to the fuel trailer, and I do believe this is where we are going to go ahead and end the stream. And we will finish this trek. Possibly this weekend. It depends on how addicted I get back into the Halo. What I'll probably do is try to do a split thing on Saturday, like maybe depending on my schedule if I get stuck going to work or not. It's kind of up in the air more here lately. If I'm not working, I may do Halo in the morning and then still do Snowrunner in the afternoon. But, like I said, we're going to go ahead and end it right here. And I want to say thank you all for watching. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And we're gonna go visit Granny Gamer. She is playing a demo of a game called Trash Day. So we will go ahead and give that a check out. If you like what it is, give her a like, maybe a sub, and hope to see you guys over there. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.